Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kirsty and I am here to tell stories. I'm going to be completely honest. I suck at telling stories. The end. Bye. I'm just kidding. I suck at telling stories, so I'm going to try my best here. Today's story, I'm going to tell about how I was in a hurricane. I was actually in 4, but there's one that is just, it tops the cake. So it was on my birthday, August 13th, 2004. And at the time, obviously we were living in Florida, and it was on my birthday, like I said, on my birthday. So the night before, we were getting storm alerts, and we had been there for a while, and our neighbors had been there for, like, it was a retirement community kind of. They were knowledgeable about what, like, if we should evacuate or not, even if the weather system was saying evacuate. If they didn't, then we were gonna stay home. So the night before my birthday, I was laying on the couch. My mom was like, "It's fine, just sleep it out, it'll be fine in the morning." So I'm sleeping, right? So excited. It was my 12th birthday, sleeping on the couch, and 7 o'clock a.m. rolls around, and it's my mom shaking me, and she's like, "Kirsty, we gotta go, we gotta go." And I'm like, "What? It's my birthday?" And then I'm like, "Wait, there was a hurricane warning." So she's like, "Hurry up, we need to go pack just like a few things and we need to leave." And so I'm like, I have anxiety, and when that happened, anxiety was like, I was done. I was like, we're gonna die. This is the end. Goodbye, world. And so I pack a bag. We had 2 cats at the time, and because we were in Florida, sunrooms were often a thing that everybody had, and that's just basically like a patio but with glass. So we left them there. I wanted to take them, my mom wouldn't let us. And so they had just been building a hurricane shelter that was supposed to withstand huge amounts of wind. I mean, it was a hurricane shelter, so but it was not fully built yet. But they were evacuating people to schools, they were evacuating people to the hurricane shelter, churches, anywhere that you could go, they were evacuating you to. And our neighbors were standing outside. We were like rushing out, and as we were leaving the house, torrents of rain. I mean, it was just thunder, lightning, pouring rain. It was pretty intense, and we could see our neighbors were packing up, and it was just really scary. And so keep in mind, it was my 12th birthday, and then I have my sister who's 5 years younger than me, and then 2 younger brothers. So we all get in the car. My mom actually got me an ice cream cake. We get checked in, we go through the hall, and there's people on one side, there's people on another side. And so my mom chose to do the middle. We got a cot, and next to us somebody had a radio. We were settling in, and it was just like, at this time it was just rain, tons of rain and lightning and thunder. And so then the lady next to us who had the radio, we were listening, and it said tornadoes warnings, which it comes with hurricanes. And so my mom was a smoker at the time, and she went out back of the place to smoke her cigarette, and I ran over to her because I was like, "There's a tornado warning." And we look up, and there's a funnel cloud, and I'm like, there's gonna be a tornado coming this way. So she runs inside, we all hunker down, and all of a sudden, I cannot explain to you in words other than what I'm gonna say how a tornado sounds. Like a train was coming and was gonna barrel over our roof, and all of a sudden the building starts shaking. The tornado is going and going, and it's over us, and it's right there. And as the tornado starts to come through, they're like telling people, "Okay, come back into that little room before you go through the home into the auditorium. They're like evacuating people to come out and into that little space, which was so tiny for hundreds of people. It's insane. So we're all like cramping into this little area. And there was this table, and my sister and I hid under the table, held onto the legs. There was water seeping in. We hear this loud noise, and the roof where we were crashed inside. It like came in on itself, and there were pipes that were flying through from the tornado. Like the scariest time to hear the tornado, to hear the wind. And so then the hurricane is finally over, and they're like, okay, go outside, but be careful. And we go outside. Our car is hardly untouched. There's just one palm leaf that's like on the windshield wipers. And we get in the car and we start driving, and the devastation. This is a hurricane, category 4. And I believe there's 5. So this was a severe hurricane. And we get in the car, we start driving. There's live telephone wires on the ground. There's trees down, there's homes demolished, and it was heartbreaking. And so we get to our house, and it was basically destroyed. It was not livable. And so that was about it. So then the next day we stayed at a shelter, and then the next day we went back so we could see, like, fully see the destruction that had happened. And the neighborhood in front of us was completely gone. There was nothing. The tornado had touched down and went through the middle of a home. Like, what are the odds? What are the chances? So, long story short, after that, FEMA came in and helped us, and we had a camper until we were able to move. And that was just one of the most terrifying times of my childhood. But something that I did forget to mention is that ice cream cake. I mentioned it for a reason. Before the tornadoes and everything, my mom announced to the people, because this was not only supposed to be a hurricane shelter, it was also going to be places where you could host events. And so a little box seat up in an area, and she went and told them that it was my birthday. So they announced it to everybody, and people sang to me for my birthday, and then we shared birthday cake with them. And that's like such a crazy cool memory to think about. And yeah, that's about the end of the story. We moved, and I don't think I will ever forget the hurricane that was on my birthday. I hope you enjoyed this story. It is easier now to talk about since it's been so many years. If you guys have any stories, paranormal or otherwise, that you would like me to hear or read, comment down below. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye!